MrBeast, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out 7 Days Stranded at Sea. This is by MrBeast. What's funny is during VidCon, I went to a gathering and they had reached out to MrBeast because he was supposed to be at this gathering too, or that he had been invited to this gathering. And while we were at this gathering, he messaged back and said, I'm currently stranded on at sea at the moment. I'll catch you guys when I get back. And so this was like in June. So it's cool to see this video now, knowing that he, knowing like a month or two ago, he was stranded at sea. But he said he's fine. He's like alive and stuff like that, and he's good. It was on purpose, for a video. So we're going to check this out. Links down below to become a member or patron to support the channel. And yeah, let's get started.
We're now stranded on a raft in the middle of the ocean. And there goes our boat. We are now stranded for 7 days.
How much longer?
7 days.
Frick.
This raft is literally countless miles from the nearest civilization. And whether we like it or not, my 4 friends and I are stuck on this raft. And it's not going to be easy.
I was going to say, how do y'all pee, but oh my gosh.
We're all at rock bottom now. This challenge went from fun to a literal nightmare very fast.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, look how far away the boat is.
I can't even see it anymore.
So step 1. We're gonna get sunburned if we don't get shade.
And I had survival specialists equip this raft with tons of wood, rope, and everything else we would need to build ourselves a shelter.
Boys,
we need to get started. We are running out of light.
I got this side.
Oh, my finger! Now we set these up like a teepee.
But
we picked the worst day to start. As you can tell by the clouds, it's literally about to storm.
Yeah.
So, first thing we want to do is set up some structure to cover us. Also, since we're on this slab of wood for the next 7 days, we need a place to hide from the sun so we don't get sunburnt. So two birds, one stone.
Speaking of birds, while we were building, this happened.
Oh, the bird! It's coming right at us! Oh my god!
Yo!
Oh my god,
that's cool. That's cool.
This is crazy.
We should name him.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian, what if you went and caught some fish? I know. He's looking at me. He understands.
Okay.
Jimmy, just say the word. Put the knife away.
Okay, I'll put the knife away.
Oh my goodness.
And the hatchet. Brian, that was a joke.
Was he about
the bird.
to
We gotta
kill
build
the
a shelter.
And while Brian watched, we worked on our first shelter for the rest of the day. Except for my friend Tariq, who spent the entire day getting cool drone shots. I'm not even mad about it.
Listen.
Inside this crate is the food for all 5 of us for the next 7 days. Oh my gosh.
And in these 2 barrels is our entire water supply for all 5 of us.
How does it taste?
Did he spill some of it?
Very hot. Oh no. We're screwed.
There was dirt in my cup.
It's getting dark, and that crate has the word sleep on it. Hopefully the survival guides gave us something soft. Why are they wet? Things do get wet on a boat. Yeah. I'm ready for bed. I want to go to sleep.
My goodness.
All right, this is night 1, and Brian is just yawning.
Hanging out there. Hopefully Brian doesn't eat any of your guys' food.
We have. I didn't realize what I was signing up for. It's hot. This thing will not stop swaying, and I feel like I'm gonna puke. And I'm surrounded by a bunch of sweaty people.
Hey, sweaty men.
If you guys smell this bad on day 1, what are you gonna smell like on day 7?
Oh gosh.
Oh, do they already smell?
Our first night of sleep was really rough. Sleeping is impossible.
7
These
days
waves
on
are
this
just making me miserable.
bouncing?
And to make matters worse, our best friend Brian ended up leaving us that morning.
Brian!
Oh, did he? Oh, the bird. Bird.
But regardless, today's objective is to build ourselves a permanent weatherproof shelter.
That had left.
How do we turn that into a livable structure?
There's definitely something here.
Luckily, I had them throw a bunch of wood on the raft so we could build a nice house. How we built the house, I'm not quite sure, but they said this is enough to build a house.
But ironically, right as we got started,
It's raining!
Oh
no. Jimmy, get my shark pillow!
Oh dear. Okay, careful with the throwing.
This is bad.
Jesus Christ, you're not doing the right thing, Nolan. Listen with your ear.
Why do you yell so much? Because you don't want to hit Nolan.
It just rained.
Shut up! At least we don't have to shower. Yeah. This is so bad. And we still have over 6 days left.
Oh dear.
where do we go poop?
Oh, we have to build the pooper.
What?
We have to build everything that's here. We have to build the toilet, build our shelter, the fire, everything.
The moment the rain finished, the boys and I needed to build all of our survival essentials.
Do you know
Starting
how
with
to
the
build
shelter.
a pooper?
We're tearing this down in the name of something better.
Okay. I'm very nervous for this. Okay.
I also need a break. I'm seasick. I'm out of it.
Oh, wow.
Pick this up.
Okay.
I can't pick it up anymore.
I feel like you're doing all the work, but we got 2 other goofs just laying down.
I'm miserable.
Well,
We built one wall.
Yeah,
One
we
is-
built one wall.
All together. All of us.
Regardless
All
of
of
being seasick, it was going to take all of us if we wanted to finish this.
Now
Right.
you guys bring it forward.
Okay, at least it's slotted. It's slotted wood.
How many
That's good.
YouTubers does it take to build a little structure?
What? Did we
Is that a whale? I think that's a whale. That's insane.
Oh.
Sick. Oh my god. That is unreal.
Oh,
Actually, whales.
wow.
This experience just keeps getting better. Shelter, water, not
But
being
hold
near
on.
Nolan. I'm never
Oh.
going to take that for granted again.
Probably would have been really useful to build
He
the
was
ladder
looking
first.
at him. Really quick
Got a
though.
ladder now.
What if
I
that whale
literally
gets
just
closer?
built this 4 minutes ago.
Like Wales is
After
cool
hours
far
of
away.
building, we were finally getting somewhere.
That's good.
I severely
good.
regret making this a 7-day challenge instead of a 50-hour challenge like all our other videos. We keep rocking back and forth. It's freaking miserable. I'm gonna puke.
And finally,
Oh,
just
dear.
as the sun was going down,
Camp is now organized.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Night 2. My bed
But-
is still broken, but I'm gonna get some sleep tonight because I'm that
Okay.
tired.
Okay. Go ahead.
bed. Did I wake you up? Just go back to bed.
And-
I'm just walking. I accidentally woke Laser up. I feel bad now.
This might be the most tired I've ever been in my entire life.
I wonder, because I mean, being on a boat was nice.
It's
like
now day
when
3,
we
and
did it for my
somehow our
birthday.
building didn't fall over.
But
I'll
I
take
don't
that as
know
a dub.
how I
Noises
would
that this
be-
structure made while
And I
I
wasn't
was sleeping
seasick.
last night filled me with nightmares.
it's
Oh,
day
dear.
3, and we
I don't know
really
how I
started to
would
get into a
be
rhythm.
if I was
Our
spending
morning
7
routine
days on a
consisted
raft.
of peeing in the corner,
Bro, who vlogs in the pee corner? I'm not moving.
That's
eating our breakfast,
Surviving on Feastables. What's all you need?
and drinking hot barrel water.
So dehydrated.
I need this.
Oh,
We're about
goodness.
36 hours in, and we're almost halfway through a barrel of water.
Is that slow or
36
fast?
in?
We're gonna run out on day 6.
Oh,
Running
dear.
low on water and food gave me an idea.
I'm kind of curious
What?
to see what's under
Oh.
the boat.
Dude,
there's so
many fish below us.
Oh, there's a
So
lot of fish.
we decided to try to catch some dinner, but we weren't very
Whoa.
good at it.
Why does it
Wait.
take so long?
Where are you guys? Because if there's whales out there, there could be sharks.
Ryan!
Take me
help
out.
us catch fish.
Ryan!
Brian,
Turns
go
out
help y'all.
fishing is a lot harder than YouTube. After hours, we caught absolutely nothing. Why can't we catch anything?
Oh, I give
Why
up.
don't you-
We
Use a
were
net.
tired, dehydrated, and hungry, which forced us to dig into our rations.
Let's have ourselves a feast. Yeah! Call it a feast. A bowl.
Okay. Feastables. I
In
see
our
what he did
supplies,
there.
we had wood to build a fire
Ah.
and pans to cook with.
You take big sticks
Right,
and make
but-
really little sticks.
Okay.
And then make medium sticks. Then use the
Okay.
big sticks at the end.
Oh, to make it in there. Oh, that's good. You made a fire.
Look at them beans,
Oh,
baby.
there you go.
I'm so excited. This looks awesome. This is a really bad. Can you tell we've been at sea for 3 days?
Literally.
When have
Yeah,
I
you're
ever been this
excited for
excited over canned
beans.
chili?
Hey, I put some
Oh, it's
love into
canned
this
chili.
one. It's
I
not
thought
just
he was
canned
just
chili
eating just
anymore. It's
beans.
got tomatoes, kidney beans.
You don't have to keep talking. I'm already drooling.
This was our first hot meal in days,
Look at him.
but it was
Look
also
at
a good chunk of our rations, so we made sure to enjoy it.
I'm feeling a
Yeah.
lot better. I think the first
That's
2
good,
days
that's
were
good.
definitely the most miserable.
I think if you
I
have
we're
one
slowly,
solid
losing
meal
our
each day,
minds,
you'll
and
be
it's
o-
actually
you'll be
becoming
okay.
bearable. I still haven't gone to the bathroom. That's my biggest concern now.
Pee or poop? Because you should be peeing by now. Pooping, that's a different story. And also, how are you gonna poop? Are you sticking
I'm
your
struggling
butt
to
over
sleep.
the?
This raft
corner?
is just rocking like crazy.
Oh dear.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of miserable. Hopefully tomorrow's better.
None of us managed to get any sleep.
We lost the back of our fort last night. The house needs some repairs.
Tensions
Oh,
are pretty
goodness.
high on the raft this morning. Nolan's a little upset. He broke his bed.
Oh my God!
Nolan is struggling.
Not really.
He's just in his feels right now.
It'll be okay.
You probably
Oh,
would
it's
have quit the
pushing
channel
him.
if I did that.
This is
He would have been
easily the worst. Oh, there's thunder. I swear if it starts raining again.
Oh, I can't take that.
And to make matters worse, we accidentally
And it's
dropped our
only
ladle
day
in the
3.
drinking water. And since we haven't showered in 4 days, grabbing it technically contaminated the drinking water.
I'm never drinking out of that again.
Fast forward to when we run out of water.
Because of the contamination, a third of our water was no longer safe to drink. For whatever
Oh
reason,
my
the more
goodness.
I suffer, the more you guys watch. Some of our most popular videos are when I buried myself alive, spent time in solitary confinement.
just-
so I hope
it's
you're happy.
wild.
I'm suffering again. It's not easy
It's-
surviving
it's
on a raft.
unique
But after
situations
4
that you're
long
putting
days,
yourself
Laser's
into.
finally pooping. You play a celebratory song.
Okay. So pooping was the thing that he was trying to do.
It's pooping. See how all those clouds over there are dark? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna pour down on us tonight. Tonight's gonna suck.
We didn't know it yet, but the biggest storm of the entire challenge was heading right towards us. And when we saw it approaching, we tried to prepare as much as possible.
Where are you guys
just to destroy all this again.
Tariq is fixing his side of the fort, and Chris is fixing the roof.
And I'm now the cameraman for some reason.
There's a storm of ruin!
And while they're preparing the shelter for the storm, I'm going to tell you guys about Shopify, because it might literally storm until the end of the challenge.
This is gonna be a bit rocky.
Shopify is a platform that makes it easy for anyone to start a business. They literally support millions of small businesses all around the world.
From selling wood to nails to crates to crops, they support businesses that sell it on Shopify.
Soon gonna have absolutely zero tarps covering this structure. I am worried about it.
100% of what I sell online, from merch to Feastables, I do with Shopify. It's actually getting pretty rocky out here.
And that rain is coming in.
We're out of nails.
It's really hard to work around the wind, guys.
Stop yelling!
Oh my goodness.
Shopify even has a new AI tool called Sidekick, making running your entire business easier.
Just like surviving on this raft can be hard, so can entrepreneurship. And that's why they do everything in their power to make it as easy as possible for you.
This is my worst nightmare.
So miserable. Go to shopify.com/MrBeast to give it a try right now. Thank you, Shopify. Let's go prep for the storm. I'm soaking wet. Maybe you can start helping us, Jimmy. I'm staying for the raft.
This storm was really starting to pick up, but that night it got so much worse.
This really puts the helter in shelter, eh? Oh no!
No, sir.
Dude!
No, sir.
Are you kidding me? It's leaking!
Oh no!
This shelter is
but
the
that's fresh
opposite of
water.
waterproof.
No, but if they poured out the barrel, that's fresh water that they could drink.
Next 3 days, by the way.
There's water everywhere.
Oh, goodness.
This does nothing.
This is the most insane night yet.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like one.
Is this safe anymore? We would have just filmed this in a studio. But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
Oh, we're gonna die. We're getting just destroyed. Oh, I'm getting hit.
Oh,
There's a hole that is completely opened up over my bed.
I can't do this. I can't do this. You can end this video, Jimmy.
Jimmy, please.
Wow.
I tried to talk all you guys out of it. You all
They're begging.
This is the worst experience I've ever had in my entire life. I hate every part of this.
How many days though
This
are
is
they?
miserable right now.
Like 3 days?
The storm was reaching a new peak with every passing hour.
Has it only been 3 days?
We were desperate,
No, day 4.
so we
day
tried
4.
using our beds as literal walls to protect us from the rain.
We're all at rock bottom now. Been raining for a few hours. Stuff's freezing cold.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have beds. I'm getting nauseous.
Oh,
I don't know if we're gonna make it this full 7 days at this point.
It rained nonstop for around 20 hours straight.
Oh, wow.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked and exhausted, we had to push ourselves to dry off our supplies and rebuild camp.
Our raft is just in shambles. Look at our beds. We're drying them off. This is harder than Antarctica. This is harder than a desert video. I'm just ready to be home.
And I hate this raft. I never want to see it again.
Our entire fire pit is completely drenched. We couldn't start a fire if we wanted to tonight. No dinner.
And to make matters worse, all of our food was completely soaked, meaning only a portion of it was still safe to eat.
We had stability, we had food, we had dry beds, and we took it for granted.
We cannot take another night like that.
Did you guys know a storm was coming
Just rip that
before
off,
you did this?
Tied it here, and then we'll leave the airflow to the side. Yeah, this is. I mean, last night we were shivering cold and wanted to die. So would you rather be warm and dry or cold and wet? Put a zip tie here.
Okay.
Tie a rope to that. Zip tie there. We can use that to push this up so we get even more room.
I'm thinking, why don't I make a really big clothesline and hang up all our wet stuff? Maybe we'll have dry towels by tomorrow.
I want to die. I'm sunburned, tired, dehydrated, and I say tired.
After fixing camp, we were so exhausted that we spent most of the day sleeping. But at least when we woke up, we were reunited with a familiar friend.
Brian.
Brian.
But at least you got your rest.
After being stuck on a raft for 5 days with these guys,
this really is a nightmare.
I'll admit it. I miss Brian.
Brian, moved on. You may not have given up on Brian, but Brian gave up on you.
Brian's giving up on us. We have 2 days left.
We're running out of food, our water's contaminated,
and we're all borderline dying.
I'm going crazy.
These last 2 days will be interesting.
Because if they poured out the
I
other
can
barrel,
literally
they
see
could have just
500 fish down there. That is crazy.
they could.
Oh my gosh, this
have caught.
bucket stinks.
I almost had a mental break
ew.
last night. I was shivering, wet the entire time, could not sleep. It was one of the worst nights of my life.
Last night, shivering in the torrential rain in the middle of the deep, dark ocean. You know, we got through it. Now the end of this challenge should not come soon enough.
Making the challenge 7 days was a horrible decision. This is so much harder.
The new reinforced waterproof fortress actually worked. Lennon said it rained last night, did it?
Yeah, at 4 a.m. sprinkled a little bit.
Hey, here's the beauty. I didn't even know.
That was the best sleep I've ever gotten.
I actually got a full night's sleep last night.
I can barely even open my eyeballs.
Yeah, his
I would
eye
say
is
this is the
swollen,
hardest
though.
challenge we've ever done. Adding the extra 5 days on the end of a 50-hour challenge definitely makes it harder. The fact that we're just drifting at sea on this hunk of wood, that's pretty impressive.
And while it seemed like the rain was over,
There's
we
an
found
anchor,
ourselves
right?
encountering a new obstacle.
We've gone from shivering cold like 2 nights ago to it being scorching hot, unbelievably hot.
I'm about to jump in the water because I'm getting too hot.
We're gonna go swimming. I hope Nolan can swim.
And while they cooled off in their own way, we got creative with ours.
Oh yes, man.
That's good.
Oh,
that's
there.
I feel amazing.
That's hilarious.
Jellyfish hit me. No.
Oh no.
Oh, it is the ocean haters. I knew it was a great idea not to go swimming.
Are you okay?
Oh my goodness.
I found the sweet spot. Oh,
Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, I got a little welts and some red lines.
For the majority of the day,
my
it was so hot.
gosh.
We literally couldn't walk on the deck.
Yeah, I'm
And
hot.
I don't want to be alive.
Yeah,
I'm hot.
it's very
But
hot.
as the sun
My
went down,
goodness.
we were optimistic about reaching the finish
That
line.
is
Less
wild.
than 24 hours left in the challenge.
This has genuinely been the hardest challenge video I've ever been a part of.
Honestly, this whole experience has made me appreciate all the things
they
we take
pee
for
on
granted
the-
in life, like
the,
your shower, your food,
I
Yeah.
miss food.
a working toilet. I never want to
Yeah.
poo in a bucket again.
Yeah, that's wild.
I say we celebrate making it this far with the Feastable Bar.
Yes.
Available in every
Do
Walmart,
they-
Target, 7-Eleven, Albertsons,
Hold on,
and
did they
America.
pee on
In
his
2023,
thingy?
if you're still
I
buying
mean, his,
Hershey's, it's kind of lame.
Hershey's for the
goodness.
boomers.
Okay, not you calling us old now.
Oh, Jimmy. Why is
On
my
his
chair is
jellyfish
broken?
thing. I need to
Jimmy, I'm
finish
starting
what I
to
was
think you ate
saying
all the
when I said
food.
his thing.
Yeah, I guess I'll just continue the time lapse with the broken chair, I guess.
This is our final night
This is our
sleeping
last
together, everybody.
night. Okay.
I'm so glad to sleep alone.
I'm gonna miss sleeping by your side.
100%. I would not rather sleep next to any other man.
And with that, I'm going to bed.
At least they did figure out how to keep the rain out of the.
After an amazing
sleeping
night's sleep,
area.
we were visited by a familiar face.
Brian brought his
Aw.
family to say goodbye to us on the last
Bye,
day.
Brian.
Thank you, Brian. That meant a
Or
lot.
they're like waiting for you guys to die to eat you.
We were.
He kept us safe during the night we had the least shelter.
Maybe he's just a pea-brain bird.
Shut
up.
Nolan, off the raft.
I wish.
That was emotional.
Everything's gone full circle. We had so
Yeah,
many
his eye is
crazy
swollen.
memories of this raft.
Yep, and I think my
happened
best
to him?
memory is going to be leaving.
Same.
We spent over 150 hours on this floating piece of wood. And even though it was easily
Couldn't
the
be me.
hardest thing I've ever done, the boys and I
Couldn't be
still
me.
had some good times.
Where's this boat? Where's the boat? In the boat.
Then finally, the end was literally in sight.
The boat is
There you
coming.
go.
Alert the ship of our location.
Signaling the boat.
Why is it moving so abnormally slow?
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
I'm getting off this route.
There's a couple thoughts that are running through my mind, right? Let's talk about them. Thought number one, couldn't be me. Thought number two, whales are cool from afar, not up close, okay? I would be terrified if I was on a raft and I was at a place where whales could sprout air and possibly knock me off that raft. If whales can be out there, sharks can be out there. Let's let's think about these things. Also, the jellyfish. He went out to swim. Poor guy. Went to get some cool water breeze on his skin and got bit by a jellyfish or stung by a jellyfish. Hopefully they peed on it to get rid of the poison. But he's obviously okay because he seemed okay the next day. Or yeah, he seemed okay the next day. So they probably took care of it. So that's the other thought. Another thought, it makes me think of like the way, because they had an out, you know, they opted for this, they chose this, and it was unbearable for them, right? And it makes me think of the people that do these things to find safety, like refugees or people who try to come in from Mexico to America or from Cuba to America, risking these conditions and worse to come to America to find refuge and to find safety and to live a better life. And it really puts into perspective people who are in situations that they have to endure things like this for an extremely long time, and they don't have a light at the end of the tunnel. At least for these guys, they go back to their comfy beds and their comfy homes. And this is not me shading him and his friends or whatnot, but it's like, it just puts into perspective for those who they have to suffer through these things in order to survive or to try to have a better life or, you know, try to do something better for their family. And they have less to deal with, you know, not having a crew that is supplying them supplies and supplying them foods to survive or make it. And the things that they go through, it really just puts it into perspective, you know? And again, I feel like I have to say it because the internet is way too sensitive. I'm not shading MrBeast and them, okay? And them, meaning his brethren them. It just really makes me think of those situations and those people that are suffering out there, you know? So for those that have family members or you're a product of parents who had to suffer through that to come here, or who suffer through that, you have a family member who suffers through that in some country, or even here in America. It's not like every place is amazing, you know? So for those who have family members that are suffering or are family members that are suffering, my heart goes out to you. My prayers go out to you. And I pray that you guys find peace. Above all else, peace. Because, man, life is hard, bro. Life is hard. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts? What are your things? Would you do that? Could you survive that? Let me know down below. Don't forget to hit the like button and turn on the notification bell. Boop, boop. So you know when I post. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.